2026. Y'all make sure y'all give the video a like, subscribe to the channel if y'all enjoy the content. I will have a donations link in the description box below. What's the current energy? The Hierophant reverse at the bottom, Taurus energy. Three of Wands reverse. The Eight of Cups. The Page of Cups. The Three of Swords. Six of Cups reverse. The Page of Swords reverse. Sound like to me somebody is walking away from a situation involving trying to relentlessly bother you. Someone's sorry for not believing in somebody too is what I'm getting here. So someone's no longer ignoring a problem and not like they're sorry for not believing in somebody. That's the truth. This is something connected to a couple once again. Something corrupt that's connected to a couple. And there's multiple individuals that's involved with a situation in regards into making false allegations against an innocent person. And there's proof to prove that somebody has been slandered when it comes to that. Something in regards to somebody that you're not talking to with the Three of Swords energy. There's people that's walking away with the Eight of Cups energy. There's people that's walking away from a situation that is extremely corrupt. These individuals are heartless to the point to where they're blaming a child with the Page of Cups. They're blaming a child for causing misunderstandings. Oh, no. You ain't about to put that shit back off on a kid. You understand me? Matter of fact, you ain't even fit enough to be a parent. You're going to get... They're trying to blame this individual, the Page of Cups energy. Look at that. Judgment reverse, and then they got the Page of Cups right there. They're trying to blame an innocent Page of Cups energy. Nah, you ain't getting away with that, brother. Ace of Swords, but the truth's coming out. Clarify that. Why am I getting there trying to blame a Page of Cups? Knight of Pentacles reverse. Because this may be connected to some type of cruelty involving animals. Something about animal cruelty or something to do with animals and money. Clarify that. The Four of Cups reverse. Oh, there could also be a situation in regards to somebody that may want to apologize to you. That's highly upset at the fact that they have been, they're finding out some painful, cold-hearted truths here at what's going on with a connection, and they're not going to sit there and have you take the blame for it. I'm also getting, they could be getting their son or daughter to actually speak up for you. It's the person that this individual is with. It's the person that this individual is with. And this is very heart-wrenching to these individuals or to somebody that is finding out the truth about what has been going on. That this person that they're with has been being used to hurt and harm you. With using our own son or daughter against you in a situation, that's another thing that's coming out. Is that what this is? You're not about to be taking the blame for any of that with a judgment reverse. 6 of Swords. So this could be at a long distance. So this could be going on at a long distance. There's 2 individuals here in reverse. So you got a King of Swords in reverse. This King of Swords ain't too happy about someone being falsely accused of shit that they're not doing. And this is involving a lot of betrayal involving youngins, bro, with the 9 of Pentacles reverse, and this is connected to money. With the 9 of Pentacles reverse, somebody ain't too happy about that. This is also giving a King of Swords. If this King of Swords had any type of suspicions in regards to a connection at a long distance, his suspicions was indeed correct on that. And he has gotten the information. This could be an authority figure that could have had some suspicions about something at a long distance. And his suspicions was confirmed that this is the truth here. That something has indeed been being done to somebody at a long distance involving finances and involving causing harm with youngins, involving money matters. And somebody's not going to allow somebody that's innocent that was being falsely accused of doing that to take the blame for it. 4 of Wands reverse. Yeah, because they're no part of this connection. And this King of Swords got every bit of confirmation, and they do have proof on that too. So they got proof to further be involved with a situation. Possibly in order to help somebody out. Just give me the vibes of somebody walking or traveling in order to help someone with the 8 of Cups. They got the truth on the situation. Something that has confirmed a King of Swords suspicions to be the truth. He's definitely had suspicions about a situation that could have kind of been like, there ain't nothing there to look into. Page of Pentacles is there. Ace of Swords is there. His suspicions was confirmed. That's also getting something to be backtracked here. I'm getting a lot of backtracking energy. That's going to better to propel something forward. What's going on with the King of Swords reverse? The Strength reverse. Something involving a Leo. If somebody thinks that they're going to sit there and try to prosecute somebody with falsified information in regards to a court matter situation, this dude got his information twisted. This may not even be an authority figure, but this is somebody that possibly looked to try to prosecute someone when it comes to a legality situation in regards to the youngins. But yet there's something coming out to where this King of Swords reverse ain't got nothing on this individual. Every bit of the evidence that they think that they have is incredibly weak. It's not valid. It's not valid. Clarify Judgment reverse. 4 of Swords reverse. So someone can't sleep in regards to the wrong decision that they made. This could be in regards to a legality situation, but I'm getting that will be fixed. That's all about a legal matter going in your favor if this is on a legality level. Something that's confirming to this King of Swords. This could be a prosecutor. Something that's confirming to this King of Swords about his suspicions that he had in regards to the situation that was causing a lot of harm and betrayal to someone. And it turns out the one that was playing victim was the whole time the one causing the drama and was the enemy. Clarify the Ace of Swords. There's truth coming out about money too. There could be some truth coming out about an air sign or earth sign. Is this King of Swords reversed by any chance a prosecutor? Knight of Cups reverse. I'm kind of getting like a maybe so, maybe not. Could be. if he is a prosecutor, he's finding out that a lot of fraud was committed. Extortion and fraud was committed. He's finding out about an envious, jealous individual that try to cause somebody problems. In regards to a situation coming back to financial matters involving children. The sun reversed. This was kept in the dark. Leo energy. And this person ain't too happy about what they're finding out. The Two of Pentacles. There could be a prosecutor somewhere that ain't too happy about what they're finding out. When it comes to somebody being misjudged, and yet the whole time somebody's ex is causing them pain and trying to alienate their character and reputation involving legalities and try to get them in trouble involving children. This is going to go back off on somebody's ex with the Three of Swords. Somebody's ex is guilty of this, and there's also authority figures that are guilty for that also. Guilty for explicit things, inappropriate things involving a lot of messages involving these individuals with the Three of Swords. So let's go ahead and get a closing message. So you're not going to take the blame for what was being done to you? Close the message. Three of Swords reverse, the Eight of Cups reverse, the Knight of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, the World reverse. There's that cycle that don't want to close. Something is being discovered about this being manipulated. Okay, so there's somebody that's putting this on hold. Ten of Pentacles reverse, Nine of Cups reverse, the Eight of Swords reverse. If they're thinking that they're going to lock you up with something that keeps on being manipulated, this could have something to do with a continuance of a situation. Something continuing. Strength reverse. Seven of Pentacles. Knight of Wands reverse. The Hierophant. The Four of Swords. The Page of Cups reverse. And the Three of Cups reverse. Are these motherfuckers stupid? Are they stupid? The people that keep on manipulating this situation that's not a victim are the ones that are free. With the Eight of Swords reverse. I would not go back to this place. If some of y'all out there moved, stay right where you are. I would not go back there, bro. Fuck this fucking place. Fuck these motherfuckers and fuck all of them. That's what I say about it. I would not go back there. I would not go back there. I would not go back there at all. No, I would not. No, I would not. If some of you have moved, bro, I would stay right where you at. I would not go back to this place at all. All these individuals keep fucking doing is manipulating shit with children over and over and over and over and over and over and abusing these individuals. You can look up the logical meaning of this card. Keep abusing these individuals. And trying to put an innocent person in jail for the shit that they keep on doing in a relentless cycle of manipulation. These fuckers could look to get sued by the DOJ, bro, is what I'm hearing. Big time. Is there going to be a lawsuit pressed on this fucked up institution that keeps running this activity? That keeps on doing this to somebody? The Star reverse, the Queen of Swords reverse, the King of Pentacles, the Six of Cups reverse, the Six of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, the Three of Wands reverse, the King of Wands, the Hermit, the Fool reverse. I'm hearing fuck a lawsuit. They're coming to arrest them. Strength card, Nine of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, and the inner card reverse. What's going to happen to these fucking pricks that keep doing this to youngins? What's going to be the outcome for these fucking pricks, these nasty ass fucking scumbags that keep doing this to these youngins? The Queen of Cups, the Page of Wands reverse, Knight of Pentacles reverse, they're going to get in trouble. They're going to get in trouble. They're going to get in trouble. Queen of Pentacles reverse, the Four of Swords reverse, the Eight of Swords reverse, and the Empress card. Ain't none of these sick fucks being held accountable. That's what it is. Ain't none of them being held accountable. What's the cards of advice for this person? This is legalized wherever this person is at because apparently they could do that shit and get away with it. Try that shit over here in a fucking state where they don't play with that and see if you get away with it then. They'll drag your ass down the fucking street. Try that shit in Florida somewhere. Try that somewhere to where they don't play with shit like that. And watch what happens to you, motherfucker. Try it then. Try to abuse a child in another state and see what's going to happen then, motherfucker. There's officials that would love to. They don't like you one bit, bro. What's the cards of advice? Apparently, this is a predator state where this is located and happening at. It's a predator state. And you motherfuckers in there that whoever the fuck is running that is okay with that happening, fuck you. The Sun, the Nine of Pentacles, the Inner card. Because some of you may be guided to change something. The Knight of Swords. Oh. The Inner card and the Knight of Swords together. That right there. Hold on, y'all. Judgment. The Devil. The Knight of Cups reverse. I'm being guided to tell you what I'm feeling here, what's coming through my cards. No, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. If you was to catch one of these individuals sitting there harming a child, you have every right. I'm not going to say that, though. What I'm getting is, they want to be this nasty motherfucker right here. They want to be a demon. They got a special place in hell for people like that, predators like that. Bet you they won't be sitting there hurting another child again, motherfucker. I bet you won't be doing it again. So my cards are saying it's either take the law in your own hand or wait for the law to put the death penalty down up on these individuals, because it will happen. Either way, they're going to hell, bro. They're gonna die. They're gonna die for doing this to children. I'm gonna tell you why. Because of this right here. They also do witchcraft on these individuals too. They do ritualistic abuse on them. This is not human, bro. This is not like some average predator. This is a spiritual predator that... Nope. I'm hearing either wait for the law to pass down the death penalty up on these individuals, because that may end up happening to it how they're going. I know what my cards are reading. This all about M-word and one of these fucking predators, bro. That's the reason why it's coming out through my cards. Or just let the law pass down. But where's the law at whenever this is being done? People are being harmed. People are being harmed. Bro, I don't really want to channel what I'm channeling here, but I'm getting that some of the law wouldn't even give a fuck about that if one of these individuals were to, if that were to happen to them. They wouldn't waste their time investigating, oh, what happened to them. They're already a sick fuck as it is. So some of these officials really don't care about them. They don't care about people like that. But that's their job. I'm not going to sit there and give the wrong advice, but that's just what's coming through my cards because I asked my cards specifically, what should you do? It's either wait for the law to pass down the death penalty up on these individuals, but the thing of it is, when? 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 Or keep speaking your truth of how these individuals are beyond some of these individuals coming up missing and getting kidnapped. They got kidnapped and something could have happened to them. Some of you may be guided to keep on speaking up about that. Some of these individuals, karma, bro, these individuals are trying to hurt one of your youngins. If you're a daddy or you're a mama or you may not even be one of those people. And they so much try to hurt somebody like this in front of you. I'm not going to say nothing. It's in my cards, bro. I'm going to tell you why. Because of this right here. But I'm not going to give that type of advice. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I will show the cards, but I'm not going to give that advice. But I'm getting with these energies right here, even though that's not the right thing to do, which a lot of people can understand why you may snap. But still, though, I would not do that. But I mean, if it's towards one of your youngins or towards trying to harm you inside of your residence or on your property, you got every right to defend yourself depending on what state you're in. Some states out there don't play that shit. I know where I'm at, bro. They don't play. No, they don't. This goof ass shit right here, bro, get somebody. The crime rate is low. I'm going to tell you why. Because you have good authority figures. That's why. You have people that are actually healthy, that are legit. And the minute any type of crime that if there is a crime committed, you got the officials on it like that. They don't waste any time. You may not see it all day, every day, but they're there. And when the crime rate is low, that's another sign right there that there's going to be, there's not going to be any type of criminal activity present. If you have a low rate on crimes, like it's very low on the crime rate, then that right there is going to be able to identify that, hey, that's a positive place to be. Why you think the crime rate is low? Because they don't tolerate that. Some states do not play, bro. Where I'm at, if they have one of these individuals commit a crime like that in a public setting or do some shady shit like that, I guarantee you, but there'll be a whole group of these officials all over. All over. And the person that actually defended that child from being harmed wouldn't go to jail. Good job. That's what they tell them. Good job. I mean, they may show up and ask questions, but when they get the camera footage and all that, they try to protect that child. You think the officer going to take them in? They may have to do their job and investigate, but still, though, what's going through their mind, especially if they're a daddy, they're going to be like, good job. Good job. That's what they get. That may not be the right thing to do, but at the same time, bro, they trying to turn people that ain't even a daddy into a dad. They trying to get somebody who ain't a mother or a father figure. They trying to turn them into a mother figure and a father figure with these situations. But once again, I'm not going to give intense advice when it comes to the combination of these cards. I know what they're telling me. I know how to read these cards for advice, especially these right here. I'm not going to say that, though. I would just go ahead and what I will say is just be patient and wait till the death penalty to be handed down to them. Because that could end up what ends up taking place. Therefore, you ain't got to worry about, oh, well, you was just doing what you know is right. But you ain't got to worry about being questioned and all this and investigated because you just did what was right. The law actually got rid of the problem for you. That way you ain't got that on your head and you don't have to worry about being questioned. Oh, why'd you do that? Which they can understand why you did that, but they still going to have to investigate it, though. I would not put yourself in that position, but I mean, if they trying to do something in front of your face or trying to harm one of your own in the presence of you or trying to do that in the presence of your home, if there's like a break-in or something, then yeah, you got, depending on what state you're in, you got every right to defend yourself. If there's 2 feet inside of that door and they're trying to do shit that they're considered to be breaking and entering to harm you and your family, you damn right you protect yourself. That's what I will say when it comes to that. Especially when it comes to a youngin'. You have every right as a parent to defend your children. But what I would do in this situation is I would either wait for them to be defeated by the death penalty being handed down from a judge and just have faith with the situation that this is how it's going to end. Because this is not going to help these individuals being behind bars. This is not, how can I say, this is not average predatory activity. This is involving witchcraft. This is ritual abuse. These individuals use energy in order to harm individuals, bro. Like they harm them on a spiritual level and a physical level. There's no cage out there that's going to be able to straighten this type of behavior out. The only thing that's going to straighten it out is send their ass back to hell where they came from. And that would be through a legitimate court order or a sentencing of the death penalty. I'm also getting, if some of you out there, some of you could be a judge. Some of you could be a Scorpio or a Libra. That could be a judge. I mean, no, I don't want to come across as giving advice like that. No, I'm not going to do that. This may be advice for a judge. We can't tell the judges what to do, but I'm pretty sure they'll hear us out. Demons like this, Your Honor, deserve to not even be in a cage. This is not going to better any type of behavior. This is a demonic being that deserves to go back to the pits of hell where they came from, Your Honor. And I mean that. I mean that. You handing down that penalty, it's going to better to heal a lot of individuals from that same demon jumping through another vessel to harm another youngin. That's what's going to permanently resolve that issue and have that individual with a full restoration of a healed mentality, and whatever else was harmed when it comes to them being in fear of their life or in fear of them being snatched up because of the kidnapping that has been going on. That's going to better to release them from those fears to where that same demon that tried to harm them are not going to have another chance through another vessel, because by them sentencing them to the death penalty, there's no escape out of that. Jail is escape. That's the way I look at jail. Sentencing to somebody like this behind bars, that's an escape. Sentencing them to where they belong at, that right there is all about the perfect and the ultimate confinement in hell. Let them burn. I would sentence them, how they say that, 500 years. 500 years, and even after that. I would say, I would put so many years on it, because that right there is going to be a simulation in the spirit realm to where they're going to have to come back here the next lifetime, the next lifetime, the next lifetime, and they're going to have it all throughout those lifetimes for doing that. I'll tell you what, Your Honor, a good 7,000 years in the underworld with Lucifer, Satan, the devil himself, is enough for a great ultimate confinement. 7,000 years with this right here. $7,000 years in the underworld. You know what? That ain't good enough. Make it 11,000 years. 11,000 years. Oh, okay, so there may be a judge that may be on the fence about a decision here on what would be the best decision for individuals like this. I'm being guided to show my spiritual gifted nature along with my clairvoyant abilities and to show the cards of what it's showing. If there's a judge that may be paying attention, Your Honor, it's showing a death penalty for people like that. That's in its energy. These individuals are not human. They're witches, warlocks that has been doing that, and they're not human. Why is this energy coming out? The Six of Wands reverse. Because all they do is hurt people over social media, and they bully the youngins too. There could have been a campaign going on involving these individuals trying to entice some of these individuals to cause self-harm to themselves with the Six of Wands reverse as bullying. Some of these individuals was involved in an online campaign at trying to harm these individuals or to try to talk them into self-harm. Clarify that. This is all connected to this illegal business. I pray that judge hands down this right here, bro. These people right here are not human. They're not human. They're not human. Like I said before, the underworld is the real level of confinement. Jail, that's an escape. That's a vacation to people like this. Send them to hell, that's the real confinement. Send them back to their master where they came from. That's how I feel about it. Seven of Pentacles. It's because a lot of evidence here that has been racked up over time that's connecting a lot of accounts or a lot of social media activity pertaining to these individuals being bullied and talked into doing things to cause self-harm. And that's also connected to a lot of illegal things that was being done within a public setting. And they got a lot of documentation and evidence on that. That's why I'm channeling that energy. And if you look at the Pentacles in reverse and you look at the Devil card, look at that. It's the same symbolism on these Pentacles right here in reverse. You see that on top of the Devil's head? This is who these individuals are. Somebody's community is satanic. The whole thing is satanic. Or this could just be involving you changing your surroundings and leaving. And pray that justice gets served. Some kind of way it gets served. But I will say, if these individuals try to so much get into your home or something like that, then yeah, you do have the right to defend yourself. You do have the right to use force, brutal force upon that. If you feel like your life is in immediate danger and you feel that there's no other way to go or no other way to get out, but make sure you got cameras and make sure you got your camera rolling on you. And do not provoke. Make sure you don't provoke. And once you have evidence of that, then you'll be in a clear to defend yourself. But I'm not going to sit here and tell somebody this energy right here for cards of advice. When it comes to that, I would just go based off of, hopefully there's a quick, fast decision that's made when it comes to the death penalty of a judge that may be handing something down on a situation involving that. That's what I will say for cards of advice. Let the judge hand that down. And it, by any means, if that means changing your surroundings until that happens, then by any means do so. Is by any chance the judge could hand down the that penalty? Is by any chance a judge handing down that type of penalty up on this predatory activity? Queen of Pentacles, Six of Swords reverse, Seven of Wands, the Page of Pentacles reverse. They're going to get caught. Seven of Swords reverse, the Two of Wands, the King of Wands, the Five of Pentacles reverse, Five of Swords reverse. Something keeps on continuing to escalate. Two of Swords reverse, the Eight of Cups reverse. So they definitely see that these individuals don't want to walk away. The Fool, the Three of Cups reverse, they don't think this is funny. And the Patient Man. If they do hand this down, it's because there's some unsolved and unresolved issues that's linking these individuals to a few M words. Erders. That's uncovered. They was tortured with witchcraft with the high priest reversed. They was tortured by a witch or a warlock, a group of witches and a warlock or something like that. They was tortured before that happened to them, and they could have got hung. This could be a shocker to a judge. This would be the only reason why this would actually happen to these individuals, because of something being uncovered to uncover crime involving murder with a 5 of swords reverse. And these individuals still are refusing to walk away from you and still keep on trying to cause problems to you involving youngins. Could be. Could be. I'm getting a huge maybe. Maybe. There's a lot of things coming out about these individuals. These individuals are coming up with another plan, too. Another plan to keep fucking with you and keep bothering you. That's all right, bro. What's the feds or the DOJ doing about this situation currently? The 8 of Swords at the bottom. The ending card. Damn. The ending card. The 4 of Cups. The 6 of Wands. The Hermit. The 7 of Wands reverse. The 9 of Cups. The 7 of Swords reverse. The Patient Man reverse. The 5 of Wands. The Strength card. The 6 of Swords. The 3 of Swords. The King of Cups reverse. The High Priestess reverse, and the Queen of Pentacles. Sound like to me they could be changing the situation. They could be changing the situation in regards to a lot of attacks with a 5 of Wands energy. Clarify the ending card. They could definitely have enough to put an end into a situation. There's something slowly moving through here in order for a situation to end. And it sounds like to me they're being successful at ending the situation by moving something along with the 6 of Swords. Clarify the 7 of Swords reverse. The Sun, okay, so this is fully illuminated. Clarify the 6 of Wands. The 4 of Swords reverse. Why is the Hermit card here? The Magician reverse. Clarify the 5 of Wands. 9 of Swords. There's a lot of manipulation, shape shifting, and cloaking going on. Why is the Three of Swords there? Two of Swords reverse. Why is the Eight of Swords there? Ten of Swords. There's something that's changing with a situation in regards to somebody's reputation or their character being manipulated in a certain way. You ain't gonna get help from these individuals. No, you're not. No, you're not. They obviously support shit like that. Not all of them, but this situation, yeah, they support shit like that. Why am I getting that energy that these individuals ain't doing their fucking job the right way either? These fuckers keep on lingering around a psychic and keep fucking with a psychic, bro. That's what it is. You keep fucking around with a psychic. With that high priestess reverse. The Hermit. Because they're on these pedophile side. That's what it is. They're on these pedophile side. All these individuals that's appeared in the upright position, they're on these individuals' side. That's all right, though, because it's going to be seen straight through the Two of Swords reverse. What are these individuals' intentions towards this innocent person's reality right now? What's the matter? You're a group of demons and witches and warlocks? That's what you like to do? That's what the fuck you like to be involved in? Keep using your goddamn voodoo doll, poking that goddamn doll. Keep on poking that doll. Keep on fucking around voodoo and black magic. Keep messing with that, motherfucker. Keep messing with it. You ain't nothing but a group of monitoring spirits and ain't worth a fuck. That's what you are. You a predator your damn self, bitch. How you like that? Their intentions are, the DOJ has good intentions toward you, by the way. The DOJ, the Department of Justice, has good intentions toward you. To keep you out of here because of what somebody else is doing. That's the only energy I feel is legit through this situation, wherever this is at. Their energy is legit. You know what else I'm kind of getting? They may have to be in this energy in order to be doing that type of activity to catch them. They're not really one of those people, but they got to be involved at committing to do the, not a reenactment, but they have to commit the crime right along with these individuals in order for them to catch them. That's why I'm picking that up like I am. And that's why you ain't going there with the Eight of Swords reverse. So yeah, it is going to come across as if they're one of these people because they got to be involved to catch them. They have to do the same thing that they're doing to catch them. That's what's coming out through my cards. But this right here is going to bring you in more justice because it's harming you. It's hurting you. I'm also getting some of these individuals do not agree with the individual that is giving these orders. For this to be dragged out this far, it needs to be stopped. It needs to be stopped. If this is a sting operation, it needs to come to an end. It needs to come to an end and be stopped. Because some of these agents are not taking that too lightly. This is going too far. This is too far. What more fucking proof do they need, bro? Some of them are tired of that. Some of it's like they don't even want to continue with that. They have to shape shift. They have to shape shift. So that's why they're coming through as one of these people, but they're really not. That's their disguise in order to catch them, and they got enough on it to bring you justice and keep you out of trouble. So in reality, they're not that person. They're not trying to harm you that way. They got to blend in and shape shift and possibly do rituals in order for them to, I don't know, bro. This is stupid. They are doing the activity, but this could be in regards to something that's not what it seems, to gather information. There's a reason why the energy is coming through like that, because they got to be doing the same type of shit. But not for means to harm you, to put you in prison or jail. But some of these individuals do not agree with this being dragged out that far. They do not agree with that order. This type of command in order for them, because it's enough. It's enough. It's enough. But somebody still feels that ain't enough information, but it is though. This is beginning to get them in the energy to where they don't want to do that, and they're gonna let other people like gather evidence, because this is really starting to fuck with them, what it looks like. That's not really who they are. They're not really a bad person or a predator. The higher ups that maybe run a sting operation. That's not really who they are. They got to be doing certain things, and I feel it's safe enough for me to announce that because they already got enough information as it is. Because I clarify, I said, what are their intentions toward you? To keep you out of jail. Keep you out of prison, to keep you out of jail. But they have to do this type of shit in order for them to keep you out of there, to catch them. Makes sense to me now. But I mean, you got every right to be aggravated because this is harming your freedom, bro. They're not really that person, though. With the Seven of Swords, they're not really that person. I'm getting, they already got enough as it is, and it's like some of them don't even want to listen to these orders anymore. It's like how much more evidence they need. They got enough, apparently. They got a lot. Eight of Wands in reverse. They got a lot. But they had to do this right along with these individuals. And they also know that you're a victim of a scam too. They want to help you avoid that. With the Seven of Swords, they want to help you avoid jail. But also they intend on putting you in your head to confuse other people and to confuse the situation. But yet at the same time, be genuine to you when it comes to giving your freedom. Giving you your freedom with the Justice and the Eight of Swords reverse. They want to have you released out of this fucking situation by sitting there kind of causing you delays with the situation. But while the delays are happening, this is for your protection. Because of what is being intercepted with this type of operation. Maybe this message could be enough as I say, hey man, they need to chill on this order. They need to chill. I believe you got enough. You got enough. Whoever this resonate with, you got more than enough. These individuals need to chill. They got more than enough. This is starting to affect some of these individuals because they don't really like that. But they got to do what they got to do. They got to go by what they're being ordered to go by. It's a procedure. And all to keep gathering that information, but they feel that that's enough. And me personally, I feel it's enough also. Let me go ahead and pull a card for that. Is that enough? Three of Cups reverse. Clarify that. Two of Cups. Is that enough? Give me another clarification. That's enough to stop this party or shut this party down. The Sun reverse. Somebody still ain't happy. Somebody still ain't happy. This is not satisfying or meeting a requirement when it comes to some type of procedure. Are they being guided to wrap this situation up instead of continue? I believe they have enough information. Ten of Pentacles. The Sun reversed. Somebody's still not satisfied. The Page of Swords, the Hermit. The Five of Cups reverse. Five of Wands reverse. Five of Swords reverse. Ten of Swords reverse. The High Priestess. The Emperor. Nine of Swords reverse. And the Seven of Cups. With the Four of Wands reverse. I'm getting, yeah, they do have enough on the situation because they don't appreciate them being viewed upon as attackers to you when that's not really who they are. They're there to protect you. Hell, this message could be confirming something to them as a reader with the High Priestess. They don't want to be seen as all this right here. I'm getting, yeah. Yeah, there is enough on it. There's enough weight here with the Ten of Pentacles. There was a lot of crimes uncovered. It's been seen that you're not connected to them. Clarify the Five of Swords reverse. So why would this be enough Why would this be enough? If some of you out there moved out of your house or changed locations and this is still being done, then yeah. So why is this enough? Clarify that. For them to wrap everything up. Hierophant. Knight of Wands. Nine of Wands. King of Swords reverse. Because everything is coming out about inhumane activity. Officials are indeed involved. That's behind your attacks. That you're not in connection with anybody. Conflict of interest has been exposed too. It's gotten exposed how they manipulated things with explicit activity involving finances and been fabricating shit when it comes to some type of legality. That's been exposed too. They ain't had nothing on you. This is exposing a Libra, a Cancer, a Sagittarius. There's also a crooked chief getting exposed. This is all coming up. A chief and a captain is exposed when it comes to working in the law. Yep. When they're supposed to be upholding the law and holding another institution accountable for what they're doing, turns out they're allowing it. They're behind that. They're behind that. This could be going back off on some sheriffs, what it looks like. They're higher than the police. Why they not dealing with it? That's what the DOJ wants to know about your department. Why you ain't dealing with it? That's what they want to know about what the fuck you got going on. Why you ain't stepping up to them. You got jurisdiction over them. Why you ain't resolving it? You know about a captain and a chief, trust that with the moon reverse. And there's other people that they're connected to also with the three of cups reverse. They know what you got going on, partner. They know exactly what you got going. And it could have been a clairvoyant that could have helped them with this high priestess energy. Right here. We know what's going on at all times in our surroundings. Trust that. Trust that. Trying to carry out something that's not the truth about somebody. And yet all these individuals that are connected to this situation are being seen to be manipulating things in a very X-rated type of manner. There's also actual exchanges here too that's coming out. Sexual bribery that's coming out. X-rated favors in exchange, huh? This is what's being seen while on duty. While they're on duty. Not looking too good for a community with the Four of Wands reverse. For some of you out there, if you do have a gift, they want to know how the hell did you do that? And they know that you gifted. How in the hell did you do that? How the hell you was able to find out? So why did they have enough to in order to close the cycle out? To wrap everything up? Why? What's the reason? Queen of Swords. Because of being delayed with false messages here from a fake page. And they got information on it, 8 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles reverse. Okay, so this is connected to identity theft. And something was being done through a lot of conversations of identity theft. 4 of Wands. This individual right here ain't really meant to be trusted at all, no. This individual could have been done to help somebody out, but yet they want to choose to sit there and act like they know everything because this is an arrogant fucking energy right here. I don't like this energy. And the card reverse. 5 of Cups. Knight of Cups reverse. The Empress. Knight of Pentacles. The Sun. Because something don't want to end up with the cycle of delays. With all these bad investments. And a 9 of Wands reverse. I don't trust this energy up here right here, this Queen of Swords energy. Don't tell me this is another one that something about a connection. Like this individual may be jealous at the fact that somebody had a connection. Apparently, you got something that is very golden here, bro. Like, there's something very powerful about you when it comes to your love life. And these individuals don't want you to have something to do in your love life. I'm going to tell you what it is. It could be a golden... Some of you out there could give birth to a golden youngin. They call that a spiritual baby or a golden baby. A spiritual baby. And they're afraid of you having that. They're afraid of you being a mom. They're afraid of you being a dad. They're afraid of you raising a family. And some of these individuals could have had a hysterectomy or however you say that can no longer have any youngins. And so what they're trying to do with this situation, since you are a gifted individual or someone that stands out, they're trying to get you to where you ain't trust enough to be one of these individuals because of what the fuck these individuals been doing to you. To try to prevent that from happening. But guess what? Nature is nature, bro. Do they make God's rules? Are they God? Why am I getting kind of a shady type of vibe from this Queen of Swords energy? She's going to get caught in a lie. Several lies. She could have been having someone's ex's back while that person complained about her ex causing them harm with the law, and she want to sit there and twist fucking words. That's what she's under evaluation for. Watch. Why am I getting a kind of shady vibe? Because this individual is connected to this following shit with a Six of Swords reverse. Justice. Because they've been the main ones giving balance and fairness to an unfit parent that's an older woman. Giving the wrong people justice while having someone falsely accused. And yet the person that are making allegations, false allegations against someone, these are the people that's getting justice. Queen of Swords reverse, told you. She's a snake, bro. She's a snake. Told you. She was behind this individual setup that happened at a grocery store, huh? King of Pentacles. The Star. Page of Cups reverse. Ten of Pentacles reverse. The Three of Swords reverse, and what else? Queen of Pentacles reverse. With the Six of Swords reverse. This individual was sitting there monitoring this individual's movements when it comes to them being in a public setting that was behind somebody's setup at some type of store situation with a Ten of Pentacles reverse. Grocery shop in a store or something. There's a setup energy here. This person trying to twist truths about an innocent person while covering for these criminals. Is this Queen of Swords going to get called out on her bullshit and caught for that? This is someone who likes to take down statements and manipulate shit, what it sounds like. Is this Queen of Swords going to get called out and confronted for that? Something about a Sagittarius, possibly so. Yeah, they are. Yes, they are about a DOJ. That's who. The DOJ could be confronting this individual because they're a hater. They have been the main ones that having this individual fucking stalked, lied on. Seven of Cups reverse. The Eight of Cups reverse. They was behind this individual's following what it looks like. Three of Swords reverse. Nine of Pentacles reverse. The truth's going to come out. So something's going to be made right with this situation. The Ace of Cups. Ten of Swords reverse. Five of Swords reverse. She's going to get caught red-handed with a Sagittarius behind somebody's setup. Something about a setup took place involving somebody's ex with another crooked official locally. And this individual may still be trying to do some shady shit to this person. That's all right. You're being watched. You're being watched. The Department of Justice is watching you, bro. Keep it up. Go right ahead. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. You ain't getting away. Crimes have been uncovered linking this to a setup that took place, and you behind this individual's harassment. When that person clearly asked you for fucking help, and yet what are you doing? You being seen to be behind this individual harassment. Keep it up, bro. Keep it up. We're watching. We are watching. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep abusing that fucking badge and letting it get to your arrogant ass head. Keep doing it. Keep doing it, because you ain't doing your job the right way. You ain't nobody. That's right. You ain't nobody. You ain't got the skill enough to be an official. Put me in that position, and let's see what you're about then. Put me in that position. Hand that badge over to me, and let me show you how it's done. Want to sit there like a fucking prick and sneak somebody. You ain't sneaking nobody. DOJ found out what you did to this individual behind their following, and you connected to a local, bro. You connected to a straight local. Sitting there harassing this individual. Sitting there illegally monitoring their whereabouts because of this individual reporting back to these individuals that, hey, this is what's being done to them. And yet this individual is going right behind that to manipulate their words and twist truths. There's some justice coming, bro. This individual going to get in serious trouble involving a setup that took place. They're also going to get caught for a situation involving the year of 2023 or 2024. Something about a living situation that went on within that time frame, too. There's a lot this Queen of Swords is connected to. She thinks she's slick, negative. No, she's not. Couldn't be the same one sitting there manipulating something with some type of social media situation, huh? Trying to tamper with somebody's social media platform? That couldn't be who this individual is, huh? Sitting there knowing that they got the power to investigate when it comes to somebody trying to manipulate something on social media, but yet they just sitting there watching, huh? Watching a person get attacked that asks them for help. What are you good for? What are you good for? You ain't nothing but a waste of time and taxpayers' money, bro. And guess why you sitting in that position that you sitting in? Because of the U.S. citizens of this country. That's why you in there. If it wouldn't be for us, you wouldn't have shit. We're the boss out here. We're the boss. The U.S. citizens get to tell you how to do your job. Especially when the ones that, like me, that know about the law that you have no clue of with the supreme rulings. We get to tell you how to do your job the right way because we know enough about it in order for things to actually be done the right way. You think we're going to sit there and tolerate some hypocrites sitting up in there? Somebody that's contradicting everything of what they're supposed to be doing, but yet are doing the exact opposite? This individual already under attack by a local, yet you're going to join in with it? Who are you? Who are you? I consider you to be an enemy to this fucking country. That's the way I look at it. You ain't worth a fuck, bro. You an enemy. You supposed to be protecting people from individuals being involved with this 6 and 1 diversity, but yet you want to intensify that. And yet sit there and lie. I'm seeing a judgment horn on this individual. It's a female. That's going to get her ass in a lot of trouble. Because she's behind somebody's attacks. She didn't do her job the right way by taking statements down and actually passing it to the federal detectives. That's what her ass is in hot water for. Oh yeah, they watching, bro. They gonna get your name. They gonna get your face and name. You keep on having somebody fuck with, they're gonna investigate the right way. And they gonna get into the information. And they gonna find out who that person been contacting. It's coming back to a female that's been sitting there doing some shady shit to this person. And they ain't taking that too lightly because it's making their whole agency look bad. Because it was up to them to get the information to the detectives division. But yet, it didn't get there like it was supposed to. But it got there anyways, didn't it? It got there anyways, didn't it? And for the ones that think that they could outsmart a psychic, checkmate. Checkmate. We know what you're about. We know what your motives are to this country. We know exactly what you're about. And that's why you feel some kind of way. Because you got to have some type of suit. You got to have some type of uniform or some type of position to feel like you're somebody. And yet you sit there and attack the ones that are the less fortunate. Got your fucking Apple Watch all over your wrist. Oh, well, look, I got credentials, I got a badge, I got all this. Who are you on a soul level? Are you there to serve and protect somebody? Why is everything linking back to this individual when it comes to somebody being set up involving a grocery setting or some type of shopping mall situation? There could be some shopping centers or something about a shopping center or a mall or something. Why is this individual connected to that? DOJ got information. This should have been resolved a long time ago within a time frame of 2023 to 2024. And it continued. It's because of this individual right here. Oh, yeah. And this the same person, when you confront them about a situation, they'll sit there and go silent or hang up on you. Yeah. What's the matter? You're afraid of the truth coming out, the truth confronting them? But they could do this snake shit behind the scenes though, huh? What's the matter? They can't talk about it? What's the matter? They can't take accountability? They mad because you actually do their job better than what the fuck they can do? That's what they mad about. Tough shit. Tough shit, that ain't the right profession for you. That's how I feel about it. That ain't the right profession for you. Put somebody like me in there. What's the matter? You afraid that we're going to do the job better than them and actually rank up and get promoted the legitimate way? What's the matter? You afraid of us being in a position, even in a higher up position? We could eventually rank up to the director's position if we really wanted to. What's the matter? You afraid of that happening? It may take a few years for that to happen, but guess what? You got to have the mindset for it. You got to have the heart for it. Being with some type of uniform and all to try to sit there and act like you brave or doing something don't mean nothing. Where's them actions at? Where's them actions at? This is the side that these individuals get when it comes to betraying an innocent person. You well deserve to get called out. and to let these individuals know about themselves. You sitting there covering for the criminals. While there's already criminals on the situation as it is. What the hell is this individual doing? Nothing. Some of the cyber task force was able to obtain information what was being done to somebody's platform, is what it was, and that could have got back to the FBI detectives. And they want to know why, if like who this person contacted, why the information didn't get back to them. They're showing a lot of concerns when it comes to that because of some type of platform being tampered with, and they want to know who this female is that this person is contacting for help because they want her name because they're gonna confront this individual. You looking awful foolish right now, bro. If you've been blending in with the locals and doing shit to set this individual up, you looking awful foolish right now. Especially when this is involving a human trafficking, exploitation, and harming children involving financial matters. You looking hella foolish right now, bro. Whoever this Queen of Swords reverse is, don't look too good for them. So how did they find out what this individual was doing? What's the matter? They mad because the detectives found out the truth? They can't hide, they can't lie? What's the matter? You think the FBI detectives ain't gonna get into the information and see what's going on? They're catching something being done to a platform, and yet you sitting there, what are you doing about it? Not a damn thing. And these same individuals that's been tampered with a platform is connected to this exploitation and trafficking situation. What are you doing? Sitting there holding up a situation with lying. How did this person get caught? A King of Swords? That could be a detective right there. Look, I ain't trying to blow none of the higher-ups. I'm not trying to blow their cover. A King of Swords got into the information. This person is indeed behind somebody's setup, bro. Like there was a setup that took place, some type of trouble that took place in a public setting. King of Pentacles, Nine of Swords. Queen of Swords again. She could be confessing. Seven of Cups reverse. The Hermit reverse. She's lying, bro. Ace of Swords reverse. There's some lies here. This King of Swords wants the answers. Six of Cups reverse. Nine of Cups. Ten of Wands. By this person thinking it's funny for this individual going through all these struggles, King of Swords could have caught this individual sitting there smirking or laughing at something. He don't think this is funny. There's something about a one-night stand coming out here too with the Knight of Cups reverse. There's something about a one-night stand this individual been keeping on a down low that they have with one of these individuals. When it comes to this individual being attacked in the past, they slept with one of these fuckers in the past. With the Knight of Cups reverse. Like I said, all some of these authority figures be doing is sleeping with each other, smashing each other, and doing all this together and keeping it all in a group. Just to come up against one person. Who the fuck are you, bro? That's why some of us ain't gonna be in a piece of shit state to where that's allowed to happen. Where I'm at, I'm perfectly fine here. And I love the authority figures over here. This is my home. You understand me? This is my home. That's where I feel at home at. This is my home. I'm appreciated here. I feel welcome here. I'm not trying to bring all that energy over here, y'all, because it's calm, it's chilled over here. The energy is chill. It's just this energy what I'm reading, y'all. Other than that, I'll be fine. When this person got questioned, they turned away from a King of Swords. So when this person got questioned, they turned their back on this King of Swords and they walked off from him. They walked off from him. They could have said whatever or something, whatever. Or whatever. They're lying. This King of Swords know they're lying. This King of Swords definitely know they lying. Let's go ahead and clarify if the Queen of Swords is an authority figure or not. Is this Queen of Swords an authority figure? If she is, she's connected to a tyrant, a local tyrant. Is this Queen of Swords an authority figure by any chance? Could be. She's going to be seen straight through Two of Pentacles. She is an authority figure. She is. And she's being judged very heavily right now. Something to do with a Sagittarius, bro, a local official. She's under heavy judgment for that. She could be being seen to be having the wrong one on the fucking watch list. Well, on a federal watch list. Oh, that was stupid right there, bro. Yeah, ooh. This is having somebody's innocence exposed even harder. They found out, they was able to find out, so thank God it did happen that way because they was able to find out that this wasn't this individual behind these fucking messages. A federal watch list could have caught that. Good. Good. This was one of the ones that made the wrong decision to have this individual put on there, to have the attacks multiply on this person. Shouldn't have did that, bro. You should not have done that, bro. But that right there is a blessing in disguise because that's going to prove that you helping these criminals out. You're going to get your ass in all kind of hot water for doing this to this innocent person because you honestly thought that the truth wasn't going to come out. That was the most stupidest thing this individual could have ever done, was put somebody on the fucking watch list. When knowing damn well they're already under attack with falsified information. That's all right, bro. That's all right. That's all right. And it's being seen that this individual is definitely connected to a Leo or a Capricorn and a few other individuals that's connected to this too. And they're being seen to be putting somebody that's a victim of a scam or falsified information on the fucking watch list. That's what you're doing? Oh, this, I'm a, and this individual is coming back to prove that this individual was set up in regards to this person's ex. I'm hearing this is reversed, with the judgment reversed. There's an official that's on the watch list now. This person's been removed from there. There was an error that they found. This could have been something to do with a Scorpio, a Leo, a Capricorn, with the major arcanas here. They could have got taken off of there. They could have. I'm not saying they did, but they could have got taken off of there with the Page of Swords reversed. They may not be being watched anymore. Because the truth came out. Why are you putting somebody on there or having somebody on there? And they also find out this individual been doing a lot of lying too. A lot of lying and trying to twist things. But yet this individual is being seen to be victimized. Why should they be put there? So this is actually helping this individual even more to uncover their innocence even more. They're being seen to be helping this individual that set this person up, bro. How do these individuals feel about this individual being on the watch list? This person could have got taken off, though. They may not be on there no more. With the Page of Swords reverse. They found that to be a huge error. And this could have scared the fuck out of them. When some new information could have came in. That, hey, these individuals are causing you problems. They're going to catch this snake up, I'm telling you. So how do they feel about this innocent person being on a watch list? How do they feel about that? They feel this is criminal. Ooh, so thank God you was put on there, because it's going to be able to catch somebody that's been using your identity. That's that criminal Queen of Pentacles reverse energy. They feel this person should have been on there that's been committing the crimes of trafficking. This individual is getting caught for child trafficking. And this is what this authority figure is going to be held accountable for not holding this individual accountable for that. But yet wanting to sit there and try to cover for this piece of shit? Okay. Oh, bro, this is hurting them. This is hurting them for having you on the watch list. Hurting them bad. They could get sued for that shit. They ain't happy. They're not laughing. They don't think this is funny. They're like, why the fuck did they even do that? King of Swords reversed. They're not happy, bro. Look, there's that Queen of Swords trying to come up in the upright position. She's still trying to lie. Still trying to lie. Eight of Pentacles. King of Wands reverse. Now everybody else is at fault. Everybody else is at fault. Eight of Wands reverse. The Wheel of Fortune reverse. They had the wrong one up there the whole time while delaying the innocent person's justice while sitting there helping each other. Five of Wands reverse and the Three of Cups. They also feel that this was done deliberately in order for these individuals to keep on partnering up together and having a good time with this situation. They feel that these individuals are having too much of a good time with this situation. They feel like this is something that's not going to work out for them at all. With a Three of Pentacles reverse, this is criminal for an innocent person to be put on there. But yet these individuals are getting caught in the energy. That's the actual criminals, while the innocent was put on there. So in reality, this right here was a form of karma for all these individuals, for it to catch all of them up. Good job, stupid. Whoever done that. Good job. Good job. They also put them there in order for these individuals that has been committing this trafficking and abusing these youngins to not be seen. because they don't want you to get justice to get helped out. They don't want the DOJ, the FBI to help you out. Has by any chance the innocent person been taken off the watch list? Trust me, it's not there to harm you, y'all. It's just there to sit there and monitor, but they have nothing to monitor when it comes to your behalf. Is this person by any chance off of there? King of Pentacles reverse, could be. Five of Wands. Yeah, because you're under attack. You are under attack by a kingpin. The Hermit, the King of Wands reverse. So there's crooked officials that are in reverse that's coming out. You may still be on there, but you're being protected at this time. You're being protected. This is a yes. But these individuals are being seen to be attacking you. There's crooked tyrants and extortionists that are attacking you while you're on there. You may not be on there. I'm getting like kind of like a half and half. You may not be on there. Or if you're not on there anymore, it's because something was illuminated about confusion. So they immediately took you off of there. Possibly. Queen of Swords reverse. Look at that. They possibly took you off of there. You're not there anymore. There's the watching energy, though. It's like a back and forth energy. I'm getting, they seen everything they needed to see about this Queen of Swords. There she is again, coming up in reverse again. They're seeing everything they needed to see in regards to who put you there. And these individuals are the fucking crooked ones and criminals that are attacking you. So therefore, they could have took you off of it. I'm getting you may be taken off of there. High Priestess reverse and the Page of Pentacles reverse. With the pages reversed, I'm getting that you have been taken off of there and something reversed on these individuals and all to get the attention on them. I'm going to show y'all how this looks. Look at that. Look like to me they're on there with the watching. And there's the Hermit. They're on the watch list. And being seen to be doing this shit to you. You remember how I told y'all earlier that this Queen of Swords ain't meant to be trusted? Look at them coming up in reverse. The watch list is observing this individual lie on you and be connected to this group here. So this right here could be them taking you off of it because this right here is not right. They didn't listen to their intuition when it comes to that, but the secrets has came out and exposed this to the individuals that's in charge of that watch list and sees everything of what's going on with these individuals. And there's the criminals right here. You have an extortionist right here, a tyrant right here, and a fucking tyrant right here. 3 of them in the energy connected to other individuals with the 5 of Wands. That's being seen to be harming and hurting these individuals. So that would be the reason why you're off of there. I'm going to go ahead and clarify that to see if that is the reason. Now, y'all can't take a tarot reading and to have a confirmation like that, but for some of you could have got taken off of there. So what would be the reason if they did take them off of there? What would be the reason? I'm getting there's a possibility, a strong maybe. And all while this is happening, they're seeing these individuals attack you. They're the attackers. Why are you on there? You're not committing any crime. So why would this person be off if they took them off? What would be the reason? Because of corruption? Because this is extremely corrupt. The Wheel of Fortune, something shifted. There's something about a shift that took place that could have put you in a lot of isolation. You could have been showing a lot of signs of you being upset. The Page of Pentacles reverse. The Ace of Pentacles. Judgment reverse. There's a major error. There's a major error on the institution's behalf. There was an error that was caught. You're not the one behind messages, and you're the one that's being isolated and harmed. The Lovers reverse. The Two of Wands. They got all the information they needed, that you're not behind any conversations, that you're being falsely accused of doing shit that you're not doing. A King of Pentacles reverse is going to get caught for this. Nine of Swords reverse. There's an extortionist in your energy. Knight of Wands reverse. Six of Wands. You could have been complaining about something over social media. They could have discovered this over social media. Page of Swords reverse of how you were slandered. And these individuals are trying to isolate you and force you out of somewhere else. High Priestess. And the King of Cups reverse. With the Four of Swords. I'm hearing about your prayers being answered. Your prayers was answered somehow. And some of you was praying to the Most High for you to have help through a situation and to have something go through like it's supposed to, then your prayers was answered. This could have had a lot to do with your intuition too. Trusting your intuition. Your intuition had a lot to do with protecting you and verifying certain things to these individuals that you're being lied on and you shouldn't even fucking be on there because of some type of major corruption that's already caused you issues. And yet these individuals are trying to intensify everything. Man, fuck these individuals. I'm going to tell you what was seen while you was on there. You being a High Priestess. And it scared the fuck out of these individuals. Therefore, the error is going back on the whole institution. See how the judgment is in reverse on the Hierophant reverse? This is corrupt. Authority figures are being judged critically for doing that to you. And it's also been verified that you haven't committed no crime. These individuals have been doing it. That's all they needed to know. So this right here verified your innocence. They the ones that made the error. So give me a final closing message. Wasn't a wise decision to put a clairvoyant up on a fucking watch list, bro. Due to the shit that these individuals are doing to them, and yet they have to combat that with their abilities. You done fucked up, bro. Keep letting that badge get to your head. Keep letting that fucking false power get to your head. This person may end up being chosen to be a detective, a higher up detective. Watch. If they was able to solve their own case, what's the closing message? King of Swords reverse. The Eight of Swords. Damn, you got these individuals terrified and scared, bro. I'm also getting, they got higher up authority figures that are afraid to go to the Eight of Swords energy. Damn. Damn. Ooh. The Hierophant. Six of Wands reverse. They ain't laughing no more. They ain't laughing no more, bro. They ain't laughing no more. Look, Queen of Swords reverse. These individuals got all the truth and all the information on why a situation wasn't in and out properly. There's two individuals being held accountable. They're caught. They can't hide. They can't run. There's something about individuals are being seen to be connected into some locals. They're not hiding, bro. These people are not the ones that you want to protect you because they're not. They're going to sit there and gaslight you and make sure your attacks are amplified. That's what they're getting caught for. They ain't no fucking snake no more. These individuals in a higher up institution got the truth on that. Who these individuals really are. They could be faced with this right here. Nah, sit there and laugh at that. Put an innocent person on a fucking watch list. For what? Just to have these individuals watch for a good minute. That way they can obtain evidence and see what you're trying to do to this individual. Yeah. Are you really there to serve and protect somebody? Sit there and laugh and all like that, huh? Laugh now. Laugh now. Let me see you be put in a fucking position like that. Let me see you get put in a position where you got your character being defamated, and let's see if you can handle it. Let's see if you can take it on like a big man that you try to make yourself out to be. Let's see if you cut for it. Bet you ain't. To these ones that sat there that didn't do nothing about this individual being attacked, let me see you go out there and try to go through the shit that this individual went through. And let's see if you got the spine or the backbone big enough to handle some of that intensity. Let's see if you know how to handle it. Let's see if they can handle it. I'm going to tell you what these individuals do. They sit there and talk shit, smash each other, and collaborate with the same individuals that who they really are. That's who they are. And these individuals have found out the truth and damn well know about it. They can know about these little bullshit ass connections. They like to sit there and fuck around with each other, sleep with each other, and they're doing right along what these other ones are doing. Followers. Followers. Ain't worth a fuck, bro. But yeah, got the nerve to sit there and talk shit about you. What kind of shit are they talking? You fucked up when you put this individual on the watch list because a lot of things get caught with these individuals right here. In reverse, your ass caught. These individuals could end up being subjected to prison. I'm hearing some officials are going to prison and they're losing whatever they thought they had because of that. The DOJ has a lot of involvement with possibly evaluating things on a legitimate level. That may have took some time. It ain't looking too good for these individuals, bro, that was supposed to be there to help you out, but yet want to twist things against you. Something should have been ended. I'm getting very heavily now. Something should have been ended around September of 2024. Something very significant about September of 2024. As soon as I'm saying that too, look, something should have ended September of 2024 about some type of lie. Some of you could be a Scorpio, a Virgo. Some of you could be a Virgo also. September, the beginning of September will be Virgo. So you could be a Scorpio or a Virgo. Four of Swords. Something should have been over around that time frame. Look, 2024. The Moon reverse. Cancer. Seven of Swords. Queen of Swords again. The Eight of Wands. The Seven of Wands. Six of Swords reverse. The Devil. Now this person's afraid. Now this person is scared. Six of Wands reverse. Oh, no. You want to be a follower. Nah, They want to be a follower. They want to be a follower. They want to be a follower. Nah. Don't worry about helping somebody out now. You caught for being a follower. Queen of Wands reverse. Look, they trying to lie again. They sit there trying to lie again. I'm hearing it ain't funny to these individuals anymore. You put an innocent person on the watch list, bro. You done fucked up somewhere. When you got these individuals committing these type of crimes. And you never thought it was going to be seen, huh? Well, it was. What is this Queen of Swords energy doing right now? Walking away. King of Cups reverse, walking away. Queen of Swords again. Get like a very uncomfortable feeling about this energy. Three of Wands. Could be willing to defend somebody now. The Hermit reverse. Five of Wands. I'm not really getting that they're attacking anybody. Six of Swords reverse. Six of Wands. The Devil reversed it. They could be detaching. Knight of Pentacles reverse. The Eight of Wands. The Eight of Pentacles reverse. The Two of Pentacles. Still trying to play both sides of a situation. Two of Cups reverse and the Eight of Cups at the bottom. It sounds like to me this individual is still trying to play people like a fool. Does this individual not realize that the person that has been victimized of a scam and has been conned from a lot of con artists, they already have this information? This person ain't working with shit. They could be walking away and leaving. Good. Fuck out of here then. So what is this that they may be walking away from? They could be saying whatever, or something like that. What is this individual walking away from? Some misunderstanding. Chariot reverse. A situation ain't going nowhere because it's being investigated. That's why. That's why. Something to do with a Cancer. This individual better watch her, bro, because somebody's mama is haunting this individual. Somebody's mama that's on the other side. My mama's a Virgo lady. If anybody trying to screw around with me, bro, like they could have, like, when it comes to my energy, because I'm in that world card in reverse. Somebody's mama is haunting these individuals. They're in their car, they're in their house, they following them everywhere the fuck they go. That's a ghost right there. The Ace of Swords, Nine of Wands, the Page of Swords. They could be swearing up and down that they're seeing things in their mirror. They're seeing somebody's mama appear in there, as I say, don't fuck with their son, don't fuck with their daughter. You stay your fucking ass away from my boy or away from their daughter. That's bad news to them. The High Priestess. This is what you get for messing with a gifted person. Knight of Wands. Ten of Pentacles reverse. And the Moon reverse. There's something very significant about a mirror. They could be seeing, like, they could swear up and down they seen something in the mirror. Or they're hearing voices or something. They're hearing a lady's voice. That's this person's mama watching over them. And this spirit, this mother spirit here is giving them bad news in regards to this person right here. I'm hearing somebody's mom say you need to carry your ass. You need to carry your ass if you know what's good for you. That's right. You ain't there to protect somebody, then get the fuck away from them. Somebody's got one of the, this is a mother figure here. And that's a ghost. That Hermit card's a ghost. Somebody has a crossed on mother figure or a grandmama that's protecting them. And this person could have been seen through a mirror. They could have swore up and down they seen something behind them in the mirror. That's this person's mama haunting this individual. Don't mess with no clairvoyant, bro. If this is a clairvoyant this being done to, it's highly advised, but they don't mess with somebody like this. This person got all kind of protection around them. They got protection from God, that's for sure. And they definitely have protection from their mom. Anyways, that's what I have for the reading. And the good news about the situation, somebody has uncovered the fact that you was being lied on. And these individuals that put you on there, bro, has got hell to pay with this situation. What it looks like. It don't look too good with that Eight of Swords energy either, with the Five of Pentacles, a King of Swords, and a Queen of Swords reverse. Don't look too good for these individuals that were sitting there being friends with these fucking cowards that originally started that shit up on you. But anyways, I have a donations link in the description box below. And that's what I have for the current energy for tonight. Peace.